All right, welcome to Tune In Tuesdays with the Crouchers, y'all. Listen, I'm trying to do my thing over here. I'm missing my sweetheart, my baby, Pastor Marsha. She's not going to be with me tonight. Don't y'all be so disappointed. I know. I'm going to have to hold it down, but she will be back on the following Tuesday. So I'm thankful for just being here on tonight. And I'm excited. This is Valentine's Day Eve. So tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and some of us is going to be in trouble. Yeah, but your boy ain't going to be in no trouble. Yeah, because I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I got to stay out of the doghouse because, we've been together. Matter of fact, my baby, she been my Valentine for over 30 years now. Yeah, so I am thankful. I am a blessed man, and I'm excited. I hope you guys excited. We got a great topic on tonight that's going to put something on your minds. Yeah. Some people might have to rethink this thing. Now, we know Valentine's Day ain't happy. It's not a joyous occasion for everybody because we got a lot of single people in the world, but hopefully you have authentic love and not infatuation. So tonight's topic tonight, we're going to be dealing with, let me put my glasses on here, uh, the concept of being unlovable. How do you define an unlovable person? So we talk about the concept of being unlovable is subjective and can vary from person to person. However, there are some common traits or behaviors that may make it challenging for others to love or connect with someone. So tonight we're going to be talking about how do you love the unlovable? I say, how do you love the unlovable? Now, I'm going to need you guys to participate. I need you to put in the chat because this is going to be our icebreaker question for tonight. So it says, how do you define an unlovable person? When you think of someone unlovable, what attributes come to mind? I need you to put that in the chat. When you think of someone unlovable, what attributes come to mind? And I'm sure that you guys have a lot to say about this. So let me see what you're putting in the chat. Come on, my man. I see you, Dirk. All right, well, we're gonna move on. As believers, we know that we are supposed to love everyone, and even though we do, some people make this hard. We listed some traits that make people hard to love. These can include number one, toxic or abusive behavior. I'm sure everybody can identify that some way, some shape, form, or fashion, we have dealt with a toxic person. We've dealt with a toxic person in a relationship, either at work, we can have a toxic family member, or guess what? We can be toxic. Sometimes we look at everybody else, but we could be the person that's toxic. So, toxic or abusive behavior. A toxic person is someone who consistently exhibits harmful behavior that can have detrimental effects on others. Toxic people tend to drain the energy and well being of those around them, often leaving others feeling emotionally exhausted, hurt, or invalidated. Continuous patterns of emotional, physical, or psychological abuse can make it difficult for others to love or feel safe around a person. Toxic people, people that deal with abusive behavior, can drain you, can make you have an headache. Oh yeah, I need some hearts on that one. Listen, I'm telling you, Pastor M didn't pay me to say this, but I'm telling you, anybody that knows me know that I love to go. I love to come home to my baby. I love to come home. When that clock hits 4:30, brother man is ready to go home. And listen, I got the phone, I got the cell phone to prove it. I call my baby at least 10 times a day. Yes, I do. And I don't care if y'all don't like it. I call her, I'll be blowing that phone up. Yeah, sis, Myra, appreciate you. Yes, they will drain you dry. Drain you. And I listen, I ain't got time. I'm 55 years old. I ain't got time to be drained emotionally. I ain't got time to be faking love. Yeah, I ain't got time to be faking. Some people like to fake and they like to masquerade and do all this stuff. But listen, when I'm not happy, the song says, it's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. Excuse me. I need a little bit of water here. It's all over my face. I am not a good actor. I can't hide when I'm not happy. And believe me, if I ain't happy, listen, a lot of folk not happy. And that's why they ain't coming home. Oh Lord. That one's for free. Anybody out there that needs some tips on some love, you need the love doctor in your life here. I'm the one. That's why I wore red tonight. I'm representing the love doctor. Dr. Love is here. If you're getting on your man's nerves, if you're nagging him all the time, I don't care how good you look. If you're nagging him, maybe that's why he's not coming home. Now, I'm getting ready to preach to you. I'm about to preach to you. The bishop, well, I'm Andre right now. I'm getting ready to preach to you. The Bible says that it is better for a man to be on the rooftop, to be in a house with a nagging woman. And let the church say amen. Yes, you don't want to come home to no nagging. You don't want to come home to all this fussing and all this. No. You wonder why he taking a long road home, because he is tired of you being toxic. And some of y'all like, oh, I ain't toxic. I look good. He ought to be happy he coming home to me. Yeah, okay. All right. I wish my baby was here to chime in. I see you, babe. I see you. All right. So this other one here is, we talked about toxic or abusive behavior. Uh-oh. You got something to say, Pastor Him?
Hi.
Hey. There she go. There go my
I'm
Valentine.
I'm uh I'm at the hospital visiting my mama.
Hey, look, special dedication going out to my mother-in-law, my baby,
He said special
the best
dedication going
mother-in-law
out to
in
you,
the
mama.
world, Minister Phyllis Armstrong.
Thank you,
Yes,
son-in-law.
indeed.
She said thank you, son-in-law. Hey
Yes, indeed.
everybody. Yes, we definitely
You gotta speak up a little louder so we can.
can y'all hear me? Can you
You're
hear
a little
me?
low.
Alright, let me, how about now?
Okay. All right.
Because I think those headphones were bad.
Go ahead. We
Yes,
can hear you.
we definitely we check each other on that nagging thing. You know,
Yes, indeed.
we make sure that we don't do that to one another, and we got rules in this relationship where we can call one another out on stuff. And
Yeah.
and we are both open and receptive to those call outs. So it's okay to say, you nagging a little bit too much today.
Yeah.
And thank God that it's not a regular practice in our relationship.
Yes. I had the couch ministry for a minute, y'all. I definitely was on that couch a couple times. It get lonely on that couch, boy, when you're in trouble. And but thank God for grace and mercy. Thank God that I got another wisdom. You got to know when to say the right things, right? Yeah. Somebody say
Amen.
Dr. Love.
Dr. Love, I am so done.
But
Dr. Love.
so listen, and I'm not gonna hold you long, y'all. We only got about 20 more minutes. And so one of the things that dealing with toxic people can be incredibly challenging and emotionally draining. Here are some suggestions on how Christians can navigate relationships with toxic individuals. Number one is recognize toxic behavior.
Come on.
Educate yourself on the signs of toxic behavior, such as manipulation, constant criticism, control, and disrespect. Understanding these traits can help you identify toxic patterns in relationship. And it's something because I was listening to a guy talk today, and he was talking about the difference between uh, manipulation and motivation.
Wow.
And sometimes we got to be careful. And I know Minister Andre talked about the difference between affirmation and manipulation. Uh, or affirmation was it affirmation in oh, it was affirmation and flattery. Sometimes flattery can be manipulation. Sometimes people can manipulate you through flattery. As they say, they're gassing you up because they want to control you. Uh, Manipulation is like a lot of people are going to be manipulated on tomorrow. I said a lot of people are going to be manipulated on tomorrow because unfortunately people can manipulate you through your love language, which some of our love language is through accepting gifts. And I know that everybody that accept gifts are not gold diggers, but you do have a lot of gold diggers. Oh Lord, I know Pastor them. You got something on that. My man, what is it, Kanye? He got a song that says you ain't nothing but a gold digger. Some of y'all, if you don't get that gift on tomorrow, you don't get that chocolate, you don't get what you think because you have this sense of entitlement, you're gonna be in your feelings because you're gonna feel like, oh man, he didn't get me nothing. But some of us, let's just be honest, some of us gonna be sharing people on tomorrow. I'm gonna let that one. Pastor him, I know you did you want to chime in, dear?
I have to jump on and off because it's loud in the hospital. They yelling and stuff, so I don't
Okay.
want to disturb your flow. But Valentine's Day really exposes a lot of people's hearts.
Yeah.
Um, I am the type of person who I prefer gifts that come from your heart, and that's not always. Remember one year when our kids were young, and we
Yeah.
really didn't have a lot of money, and we made each other Valentine's Day gifts that year.
We
Do
sure
you
did.
remember that?
I
We didn't
remember
have
that.
a lot of money. We were really struggling one year when our kids, but all of them were little, three people in diapers at the same time, and we made Valentine's Day gifts. You wrote wrote me a poem and drew me a picture,
Yeah.
and I mean, those are the things that I cherish because they come from your heart. You had to create something,
Yeah.
for me. And so, when you dealing with somebody and maybe they might be struggling right now, might be a little strapped, how you gonna, how receptive can you be to a gift that somebody made with their hands? And that meant a lot to me, more than a box of chocolates, more than um a card or some flowers or something like that. So
I know. It's hard to turn down all this strawberry. You can't turn down all this strawberry, boo.
oh
Strawberry
my
is
God,
coming
help
from
them,
the
Jesus.
heart. Yes,
I couldn't
indeed.
resist the strawberry. That's what it is. That's exactly
Listen,
what it is.
Lord have mercy. They said it's difficult to hear you, babe.
Oh,
Shout out to my sis, Tina. Appreciate you. Shout out to Bishop McGill, Andrea. Thank God for you guys tuning in. Uh, Tyler, we appreciate you guys. Listen, let's unpack some stuff right now. Some of us really don't have substance. We don't really have authentic love. We have infatuation. And I'm gonna tell you, our love is really we can say we can brag all day talking about man, I can love the unlovable. And your love ain't tested into it's easy to love somebody that's lovable. It's easy to love somebody when you get in your way. True submission is when you don't agree. So can you love when that person is unlovable? When that person is getting on your nerves? Can you? Because we say for better for worse, but we if you look at this percentages of Christian marriages, we are leading the divorce rate as far as couples. I mean, we're so quick to call it quits. I think we forget about those vows. It says for better or for worse. And I'm thankful. Look, Myra says she's going on 40 years of marriage. You got to work at this thing. The Bible says that what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. It takes work. You got to put in the work. It takes work. Love is an action word. It takes work. I got to keep the fire burning. I said, I got to keep the fire burning. And I know some of y'all ain't going to agree with me about and I ain't judging Usher. I ain't judging Alicia Keys. I'm telling you right now, and this is a man of wisdom. I've been married to this woman in June the 4th. This year will be 30 years I've been married, happily married. Now, wisdom says this, and even Proverbs tell you if you can't handle something, if you can't handle going around that woman, or you ain't strong enough, the Bible tells you get your behind, put your shoes on, and run. Now, I'm not gonna allow Usher, that young singing man, to be singing all up on my wife, taking his shirt off, showing all that chocolate. I am the protector. And I understand, look, strawberry ain't even in right now. So I ain't, man, you don't think I'm gonna let this man, this is my confession and this is my boo. And no, it was bad enough. My daughter was like, whoa. And I ain't hating on Usher. Get that man his prop. It was a awesome show. But you ain't singing up all on my wife like that. I said you ain't singing all up on my wife. Now, somebody else, I ain't mad at her husband, whatever, that's on him. But I ain't into the sharing, the concubines, all this stuff. No, 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 no. Ain't no Hagar in this camp. No, indeed. We're gonna keep trying, Sarah. But anyway, let me get back. Let me get off my soapbox. Uh, listen, here's another thing. It says the Bible says, guard your heart and mind. Proverbs 4:23 says, it advises us to guard our hearts, for everything we do flows from it. I have to guard my heart. I have to guard her heart. And can I be honest? Can I put you out there, Pastor him? See, y'all gotta understand that her preference was not a redhead guy with freckles. Okay? Her preference, well, I ain't gonna say preference. Her type at that time, because she ain't know no better. She was blind. She had on glasses. She couldn't see all this. She couldn't see the essence of my glory. So she got blinded by scoop ball head Morris Chestnut. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said scoop ball head Morris Chestnut. That's who my wife, yeah, follow us on YouTube. Yeah, that was her church crush. But the Lord sent the red-haired guy with freckles in the church. And the Lord said, hey, look over here. You need to be delivered from that chocolate.
Scoop ball
And
head though.
Morris know how I feel. I told him. He know. And this is my confession. All right. You got to take that off so they can hear you, babe. They need to hear your
I
story.
can't because I'm in the hospital.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. So anyway, yeah. Morris, anyway. So you gotta also practice self-care. Prioritize self-care by engaging in activities that nourish your soul, such as prayer, meditation, spending time in nature, or pursuing hobbies that bring you joy. Do y'all know? Y'all want me to tell y'all some secrets? Yeah, yeah. Hey, sis, Pastor Yanir, yeah, I look just like her brother, he red head, freckles, and all that. That joker look like he could be my twin. But listen, do y'all know that Pastor M wasn't in the sports like that before she met me? You know, she knew about it, but she said, I'm going to get into the basketball games with my man. So she started watching the games, started watching the football games, and she started knowing more about it than me. Now, I don't know if it was just for me or she was looking at the basketball players. I'm going to let that sink in a little bit. I don't know if she was looking at Carmen. I don't know. Morris played on one of those teams, so I don't know if she was looking at Be Like Mike or she was looking at me. But nevertheless, she watched the game with her man. That's wisdom. She said, if this man gonna be sitting up here ignoring me while he watching his game, I'm gonna get into the game with him, and then he gonna give me his undivided attention. Yeah, yes indeed. And it's something about love and basketball, baby. Yeah, we got that love and basketball thing going here. So uh this last thing here, and we got to bring it in. Uh, it says set boundaries, establish clear boundaries with toxic individuals to protect yourself. Lord have mercy. Somebody that right there was a revelation. Flesh and blood did not reveal that to me. Some of us need to set some boundaries because guess what? You're gonna get that booty call on tonight. You know you're going to get it on tomorrow. So you better set some boundaries because you already know that they're going to come with the chocolate. They're going to come with the candy. They're going to come with the diamond ring. They're going to come with all this stuff. But y'all know, y'all can put it in the chat. No ringing. Okay, all right, let me leave it alone. All right, listen. You got to put a ring on it. Yes, indeed. You better set some boundaries because I'm telling you, you already know that they coming. They coming. I said you already know they coming. Folk that been away for a long time, they coming out the woodwork because it's just something about Valentine's Day. Nobody want to be alone. Nobody want to be by themselves. Yeah, and I understand. You know, I ain't gonna lie. God knew I ain't gonna try to be deep with y'all. I don't have that Apostle Paul anointing. God knew. He said, boy, man shall not live by bread alone. He said it is not good for you to be alone, Andre. So I'm going to take from your whip. Yes, indeed. He knew. He knew because I wasn't being all deep like some of y'all. And you know what? As long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else. Okay. That's your story. You stick to it. But I was like this, Lord, I need a wife and I need a good thing. And I got it. Thank God. Because I wasn't trying to be all deep like some of y'all. Okay. But anyway, uh, this last one is it says negativity and pessimism. Constantly being negative, critical, it can create a toxic environment and repel others who seek positivity and emotional support. Let me say this and then I'm going to bring it in. You listen, y'all, go where you're celebrated and not where you're tolerated. You need to put that in the chat. I said, go where you're celebrated and not where you're tolerated. Anything that's not celebrated in your life will eventually leave your life. Go where you're celebrated and not listen. If somebody got to keep on magnifying your character flaws, if they continue to see all this negative stuff about you, then guess what? They are not an asset, they're a liability. Let me say that again. I said they're not an asset, they're a liability. And nothing from nothing leaves nothing. I don't need nobody bankrupting me. I don't need nobody zapping my energy, killing my vibe, draining me. Listen, my wife is my man. She cheers me on. She say, "You go, boy." Yes. I mean, she like, "You can do it." If nobody else believes, she believes. And I thank God for that. That makes me say, see, because she's not high maintenance, she's not nagging me, it makes me want to give. Because I know that she truly gives from her heart. And let me tell you, the law says this, the law of reciprocity says that you're going to reap what you sow. So when I sow love, I give respect. Oh Lord. Yeah, I'm gonna let that one sink in for a minute. I say, when I sow love, I give respect. When I sow respect, I give love. And let me tell you something. When you sowing into that secret garden, you ain't got to be begging. You ain't got to get like Johnny Gill. My, sure look good tonight. I ain't got to do all that because I'm sowing and I'm sowing. And she like, shh, boy, you better come on over here and give me some sugar. See, I ain't got to be begging for no sugar because I'm sowing. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. So be careful tomorrow. Watch out for them cunning traps. Watch out for them smooth talkers. Yeah, I said watch out for them smooth talkers. They gonna get your address. They gonna send you some what are them uh fruit roll ups or the fruit edible arrangements. They gonna send you flowers and you gonna get a anonymous card and all this stuff. But listen, patient is patience is the weapon that reveals deception. Let me say that again. That's going to help somebody. I said, patience is the weapon that reveals deception. If you wait, look, back in the day, my man Marco on here, back in the day, folk can wait you out, man. You be like, oh, he waited me out. Oh my God, he waited 6 months. He waited for a year. Oh, he really loved me. Woo! He knows where Genesis is. Woo! So what? Some folk can wait you out because they doing something else on the other side of town. Oh Lord. They dealing with somebody else. You better do your due diligence. Yeah. Okay. All right. We need to bring this thing in. Uh I just want you guys, before we bring it in, and I know it's time for me to go, to type it in the chat that you're gonna love, say, I'm gonna love the unlovable. So you gotta be intentional with that one. Say, I am going to love the unlovable, meaning that I'm going to operate in agape. Yeah, unconditional love. Don't tell me you love somebody that that's giving you your way, that's giving you all what you want. The true test, every relationship has to pass the love test. And it's when that person is getting on your nerve. I'm talking about that good nerve. Yeah, that nerve that make you roll your eyes. Oh yeah, that nerve that yeah. I'm gonna leave that one alone. You start calling names and you say, Lord, it's the woman you gave me. You start blaming God. Yeah, that's when you really, when they really getting on your nerves. But anyway, I gotta bring it in. Love you guys. Marco, that's my man. That bro, man, you talking about somebody that's gonna make you laugh and talking about relationships. That brother will keep it 100 with you. Yes, indeed. So I appreciate you guys tuning in on tonight. Continue to lift my mother-in-law in prayer. Continue to lift my family in prayer. Uh, you know, these are trying times. A lot of folk are going away from here, man. Some of us have experienced a whole lot in 2024 trauma. It's a lot going on, but we got to pray for each other, y'all. We got to be there for one another. It's a blessing to see people that I've grew up with. Forest Heights for Life, Oxon Hill, uh, uh, Roosevelt. We can't forget about Roosevelt, DC Roosevelt. Me and my wife got that Maryland DC thing going on. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And let me tell you something. When you experience true love, appreciate that. When God sends true love in your life, it's a blessing. And it's something that we got to continue to hold on to and not take it for granted. Because I'm gonna tell you, uh, my wife, I don't even want to think about the fact that woman walks out of my life. Let me tell you, this is the first woman ever in my life that I told you she's beautiful on the inside and out. And look, this woman has been such a blessing to me. And I know that I can't be where I am today without her. So I'm a wise man, I'm a blessed man. And I'm going to show enough continue to celebrate her. And we ain't just do that. We're not just doing it tomorrow, but her birthday coming up. I'm gonna make sure that I do what I'm supposed to do because she deserves it. All right. So listen, y'all. Make sure you guys continue to tune in. We got some guests coming on next Tuesday, and make sure y'all go and watch all them Hallmark movies tonight. Just get you some popcorn, get you some chocolates, and just Hallmark it the rest of the night. Love you guys. One love. You got something to say, baby?
Yes, to follow us on YouTube.
Okay, that's right. Make sure you guys follow us on YouTube, Andre and Marsha. We thank you for your
Andre and
love
Marsha Crouch.
and your support, Marsha Crouch. And she probably don't want me to say this, but she do have a praise and worship single out. If you go on YouTube, you can type up "We Lift Up Your Name." That's my baby singing, and that's my children. That's our babies singing behind
Honey
her.
babies.
Yeah, yeah. What'd you say?
I said our honey babies.
Our honey babies. That's right. We
Hmm.
got honey babies. I'm thankful. Some of you guys know my youngest son. He's the praise and worship leader for First Baptist,
The
and then my
youth.
older son Andre is the youth pastor there, and they've been doing a great job, and we're so proud of them. And just keep them lifted, keep my family lifted, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday on Tune In Tuesdays with the Crouches. Love you guys. Be blessed.